All right. Hold on. Okay. All right. Back with another YouTube video. Time to talk about Raw, AEW Dark, and NWA Power. Power. That's AEW. Sorry, that's NWA's little theme song that they have. It's like Into the Power, and then it does like some other music, and then it just says Into the Power again. So I'm gonna start with Raw, obviously, because that was the first show. Because AEW Dark and NWA Power Into the Power were yesterday, and Raw was 2 days ago. So first we have Paige coming out, which I was like, Paige, what are you doing here? Because I know she's on WWE backstage, which is where she's probably going to stay after what happened to her. Kabuki Warriors come out. Asuka spits the green mist in Paige's face. Paige is like, my eyes, I can't see, my eyes. Give me some water, you know, because that's exactly what Paige sounds like when she says she doesn't say water or water. Give me some water, you know, because she's English, obviously. So then we have Becky Lynch versus Kairi Sane. This match was pretty good. on a wrestling standpoint, Raw was pretty good, I'd say. Like Raw wasn't bad as far as wrestling standpoints, I guess. But yeah, so Becky Lynch versus Kairi Sane. Becky Lynch wins. Kairi taps out to the disarmor. So I don't know what they're gonna do with Carey and Becky. I don't know what they're gonna do with the whole rumor that I heard. Like, oh, Asuka might be fighting Becky in a feud for the women's championship, which I'm here for if it does happen. But as of this recording, tomorrow, or well today, so by the end of today, you will know if the tag titles, the women's tag titles, are taken off Asuka and Kairi Sane because they are defending them tonight on NXT. But I don't think they're going to lose them. So I'm not saying that they can't do a singles feud with one half of the tag team champions and have her defend her title at the same time. They could if they want to. R-Truth versus Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy wins in like 2 minutes. Because the match starts, R-Truth does that flying burrito that he does, which is basically him kicking you in the back with his knee and then spinning out of it. I don't know how he still manages to do that when he's like, literally, what is he, like 48, I think? I don't know. He's not 50 years old yet. I don't think. But yeah, R-Truth's athleticism is great, as always. So yeah, Buddy Murphy wins. R-Truth gets distracted by the 24/7 people, and then after the match, he chases them again. So there you go. Then we have, and yes, the 24/7 stuff is stupid, and I've been an advocate for the stupidity of it since the inception of the 24/7 championship. It's stupid. So there you go. Street Profits come out with the crowd. We want smoke. We want smoke. We want smoke. That's pretty much all they said. That was their promo. We want the smoke. And then the crowd chanted, we want the smoke. And then they said it again. And then they left. So there you go. So then we have Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre. Ends in a DQ because RKO happens to Ricochet. So, yeah, this was like 28 minutes and Ricochet wins by DQ. So, yeah, why you wanted Randy to do an RKO to Ricochet, like, I get it. Here in St. Louis, you want Randy Orton to be in his hometown for one reason or another. If you want him to RKO somebody, have him do a match. Have him do a match. Have him RKO somebody. Have him win. You know, that's the smart idea. Because, Paul Heyman is supposed to be the, executive producer behind Raw. So it's like, Paul Heyman could have thought of an idea to get Randy Orton on the show, get him a match. Just get him a match. As opposed to having him RKO Ricochet. Viking Raiders versus some jobbers. Viking Raiders win. Not much to say. Yay, obviously, but duh. Also another yet again obvious thing. Andrade versus Sin Cara. Their first match was better. Sin Cara had his new valet, Carolina. She's a Chilean superstar, first superstar that they've signed from Chile. From the sources that I got, Fightful, Wrestling Inc., stuff like that. And you neutralized Zelina Vega, but Sin Cara still lost. So what was the point of having a valet with you if you were still going to lose? You should have won. At the very least, the ref should have seen Andrade's feet on the ropes because they were on the second rope. Come on, ref. You can't see that? Really, ref? Really? Really? Yep, that's right. I did the Miz thing. Anyway. Yeah, Sin Cara should have won. Andrade won, obviously. But Sin Cara should have won. Because you had a valet with you to neutralize Andrade's valet, but you still lost. Come on now. What logical sense does that make? But they'll probably have another match. They'll probably do a mixed tag match or something. I could see it. Iconics versus Nattie and Charlotte. Nattie and Charlotte win. I don't know why they're teaming. Nobody knows why they're teaming. Who cares why they're teaming? But, yeah. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay lose. Nattie and Charlotte win. Are they going to go for the tag titles? Was this just a random tag match on Raw just to get the women on the show? I don't know why. Well, you already had the women on the show. You had 2 women's matches on the show, by the way, which was good because last week you didn't have any women's matches because they were all in Australia. False count anywhere. Seth Rollins and Eric Rowan. Seth Rollins wins with a forklift. I'm like, okay. They did the forklift spot in the Attitude Era and everybody hated it. What do I think of it? I don't hate it. It's a unique way to win a Falls Count Anywhere match, especially in 2019. So yeah, it was all right. The match was fine. The stomp is dead, by the way. The Fiend killed it. Eric Rowan killed it. He kicked out of 2 stomps. So yeah, the stomp is dead. Anyways, AJ versus Umberto Carrillo. So this match was great. Seth and Umberto had a better match, I'd say. But yeah. So AJ wins, obviously. And people are already talking about Umberto lost his first 2 matches on Raw. He should have won one of them. Or fight somebody else or something. I don't know. But yeah. Bobby Lashley and Lana. Lana calls Rusev a sex addict. Rusev is like, what? And then Lana's like, oh, you cheated on me. And Rusev's like, what? And then Bobby Lashley comes out there and they fight. And I'm like, okay. So, yeah. Raw, you're all right. You're okay. All right. Let me look up these Into the Power results. NWA Power, obviously. Here we go. So we had a promo with Nick Aldis, Colt Cabana, James Storm, Eli Drake, which I thought Eli Drake was going to be part of the 6-man tag match that did later in the night, but he wasn't. but we'll get there. First, we have. Well, that was our first thing. Sorry. Then we have Trevor Murdoch. You guys remember Trevor Murdoch from WWE, teamed up with Lance Cade, who has sadly passed away. When did he team up with Lance Cade? Back in 2008, 2007? Somewhere between the time span of 2007 and 2009, if I'm remembering correctly. Trevor Murdoch said he wants a contract, and then it was him versus Josephus. Trevor Murdoch wins, and I don't know if he has a contract or not. They didn't say he did. They said he wanted one. So I'm assuming Trevor Murdoch will get a contract at some point. Aaron Stevens, a.k.a. Damien Sandow, a.k.a. the intellectual savior of the masses. Yeah, he's back again. Anyways, he gets slapped by Ricky Starks, who, I do remember this. He had a match against Sammy Guevara at a Wrestle Circus show, so that's what I know him from. So, yeah, and then we have a recap video of the Wild Cards versus Eddie Kingston and Homicide, and then so the Wild Cards is that tag team Bram and that other dude. Then we have the Dawsons versus Eddie Kingston and Homicide. Zane Dawson and was it Dave? Zane and Dave Dawson? Yeah, that's who they are. The Dawsons beat Eddie Kingston and Homicide in this no DQ tag match. Eddie Kingston and Homicide are a pretty great tag team. Eddie Kingston, obviously from a whole bunch of indie promotions. Homicide, same thing. And they both were in Impact Wrestling. Homicide was in Impact Wrestling longer than Eddie Kingston, and when Homicide was in Impact Wrestling, he was actually skinny, and he's fat now. So there's that. And Eddie Kingston, he's always been overweight. So no changes there. All right. It was good back and forth match. There was a lot of chair spots and trash can spots specifically. Ashley Vox versus Marty Bell. Ashley Vox beats Marty Bell. Ashley Vox is seen on some indie promotions. I've seen her on Impact Wrestling before. Marty Bell, same thing. Impact Wrestling for like 3 years. But yeah. And then she was in the Mae Young Classic, and then WWE didn't sign her because I guess they didn't think she was that good. So yeah, Marty Bell loses. Sorry, Ashley Vox wins, and Sienna, who is out there, Sienna, aka Allison Kay from Impact Wrestling, she is NWA Women's Champion. So she was impressed by Ashley Vox winning that match. And then we have Thunder Rosa coming out to offer to shake Marty Bell's hand, but Marty Bell left the ring. So I think Thunder Rosa is going to be a face. In my opinion, I think Thunder Rosa is going to be a face. Ricky Starks versus Aaron Stevens. Ricky Starks wins with a roll-up. And Aaron Stevens is like, he said no after he lost, like screaming no. And the crowd was like, yes, yes, yes. So that's interesting. Team Aldis versus Team Storm is James Storm, Bram, and that other guy, the Wild Cards tag team, versus Nick Aldis, Mr. Anderson, and Colt Cabana versus them three. And who won? Why is this advertisement? Oh yeah, Colt Cabana won with a Superman pin on Lameroo, which is one of the guys in the Wild Cards tag team, the guy that's not Brant. So yeah, he gets a national championship match against James Storm. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to put this in the title, but I'm also going to review Impact Wrestling. I will change that after this video, I will edit the title. AEW Dark. Or I could just not. Well, yeah, I'll change it. That's the least I can do. What was the first match on AEW Dark? Was it? Oh yes, Sonny Kiss and Dustin Rhodes versus Peter Avalon and QT Marshall. Hold up. Okay, here we go. Here's the results. All right, Dustin Rhodes and Sonny Kiss won. This match was all right. I'm not a big fan of QT Marshall or Peter Avalon, so I'm like, nah, on this match. The only one I really cared about in this match was Dustin, and they won, so great. Penelope Ford versus Sadie Gibbs versus Ali versus Emi Sakura. Emi Sakura wins. This fatal four-way was pretty great. We had a tower doom spot. We had a triple submission spot. We had a couple of good spots in this match. Emi Sakura wins. She is the Japanese legend who trained current AEW Women's Champion Rio. So yeah. Then we have MJF and Cody interview. MJF getting interviewed by Cody. Cody asked him, did you ever feel undeniable? MJF was like, no. Well, and he's like, in wrestling specifically, no. But he's like, in one time when I was in like 4th grade and I was the only Jewish kid on the football team and nobody else liked me, stuff like that. That's basically what he said. Then we have Jimmy Havoc versus Darby Allin versus Jack Evans in a, what is this, triple threat? Oh yeah, triple threat, falls count anywhere. So we had a whole bunch of chair spots and trash can spots. We had a unique chair spot where Darby Allin did a coffin drop onto some chairs, but the chairs were out like this, where you could see the legs, and then set on their sides. And then somebody was laying back on them. And Darby does a coffin drop. That looked great. Yeah, I got really, I don't know how low my voice got there because I was far back from the camera. So, but yeah, Darby Allin wins via the coffin drop on the chairs on the Jimmy Havoc. So, oh yeah, those were the only matches on this show. There were 3. All right, now let me go to Impact Wrestling, which I will, like I said, I will change the title of this video to include an Impact Wrestling review. All right, so then we have Josh Matthews and Don Callis in the ring. Basically, Josh Matthews is like, oh yeah, Impact Wrestling Access TV, it's gonna be great. We got a steel cage match tonight against Sami Callihan and Brian Cage, the whole freaking machine. Terminator clap. All right. So yeah, most people, I'm sure there's people out there that thinks like Impact Wrestling is great, and if you're right, and if you don't think it's great, then they say screw you. I'm right, you're wrong. Ha ha. Like I said before, there are people out there that think that. Ha ha. Yes, that laugh comes from Armando Alejandro Estrada. Ha ha. Anyway. I don't know why I said that. Mir Fuji versus Josh Alexander. Mir Fuji's awesome. That's all I'm saying. Like, I guarantee you, Impact Wrestling New Japan will never let one of their wrestlers set foot in Impact Wrestling again because of what they did to Okada back in the day. But Pro Wrestling Noah, you can bring all the talent you want to Impact Wrestling because if Mir Fuji's that great, who else is that great from Pro Wrestling Noah who's Japanese? Because we know Pac went to Noah and he's awesome. So Pac, aka Neville, he's in AEW now. So as we all know. This match was great. Lots of great spots. Mir Fuji did some high flying stuff. But yeah. So Mir Fuji hit the sliced bread number 2 on Josh Alexander for the cover and got the pin 1, 2, 3. And Mir Fuji's like looking at the north like this, like looking at him, holding up 2 fingers because there's 2 of them or whatever. So I'm guessing I would expect Mir Fuji to get a tag partner at some point. It's like somebody's gonna team with him and he's gonna team up to fight the North. Honestly, if Mir Fuji won the tag titles with whoever his tag partner is, I'd be fine with that. Granted, I like the idea of a real tag team being tag team champions, but if Mir Fuji won the tag titles, I'm not going to be mad at it because Mir Fuji's awesome. So give Mir Fuji a title at some point. Mark my words, Mir Fuji will have a title in Impact Wrestling before it's all said and done. Then we have Sami Callihan and OVE trying to get in the building, and security informs them that OVE have been banned from the building, which is a smart idea. Then we have Dez, the Rascals, basically talking to Falaba, and they're like, Falaba's like, bah. And he's like, is it Elgin? And he's like, bah. And they're, because Falaba's like gimmick is like the only thing that he says is bah. So, but TJP got him to talk. So, like, that gimmick could be dropped now because TJP got him to talk like 3 weeks ago. So, yeah. And then they did the whole thing where they filled it up with weed. Basically they were smoking in there. But, and then Falaba started talking. So, yeah, that was interesting. He started, he coughs a whole bunch and then says, word, I'm not true to myself, dog. So I don't know why Falaba has to talk like I don't know what he's talking like, admittedly. Talking I don't know. I don't want to say he's talking black because he's not, but he's talking in like some kind of slang, I guess. Yeah, I'll say that. Falaba's talking in some slang after he smokes some weed. So yeah. Then we have Taya Valkyrie, Kira Hogan, and Madison Rayne versus Rosemary, Jordan Grace, and Alessia and Nicole. I don't know who Alessia and Nicole is. But either way, this match was good. Jordan Grace wins, which I was like surprised at. Because I think, I don't know if Jordan Grace has pinned Taya Valkyrie before. She might have. So, like, I don't know. If she has, then I guess I'm wrong. But for the first time in a little bit, I guess, Taya Valkyrie loses. So yeah, Jordan Grace probably going to be the next one to get the women's championship shot. RVD basically in his hot tub with Katie Forbes says how everybody got their moveset from him. If it wasn't for me, there wouldn't be a Kenny Omega, there wouldn't be Daniel Bryan, there wouldn't be Young Bucks. And RVD says he's tired of carrying Rhino. He says he was the leader of ECW and isn't carrying anyone on his back anymore because he's one of a kind. Rhino says, "You don't have to carry me because I'll just spear you in half. I'll break you in half with a gore." So Rhino versus RVD probably next week or something like that. Desi Hit Squad, Rahit Raju, Raj Singh with Gama Singh on the outside, of course. The legendary Gama Singh, as Don Callis would say on commentary, versus Willie Mack and Rich Swann. So yeah, this match was good. Willie Mack is always great. Rich Swann, again, always great. Willie Mack and Rich Swann win. with the neck breaker, the swinging neck breaker combo. There's a swinging neck breakers cutter combo that they won with. So yeah. Turning Point. Okay. That's when they're gonna fight. RVD and Rhino are gonna go 1-on-1 at Turning Point. Whenever that happens. Moose talking about how amazing he is. He was great at football. He's gonna be great at golf. He hits the golf club, goes to pick up the golf ball, and then just drops it in there like he got a hole in one, even though he didn't. Stupid Moose. It was funny though. I liked it. It was all right. Kid Shamrock comes out, basically saying how Moose lit a fire under him, talking about how he's gonna wrestle again. Then Joey Ryan comes out, and I was like, that theme song is terrible, because it is. Go listen to it. Joey Ryan's Impact Wrestling theme song is terrible. Anyway, Joey Ryan and Ken Shamrock are gonna have a match next week. I saw a clip online. Ken Shamrock taking a dick clip from Joey Ryan, so expect that to happen, and it'll probably happen next week. So yeah, Ace Austin versus Eddie Edwards street fight. This match was great. Ace Austin goes for a cutter, and then Eddie traps him in a trash can. That was a great spot. And then so who were they again? Adam Thornstowe, Reno Scum. There you go. Adam Thornstowe and Lester. They come out to interrupt in the match, and one of them gets put through a table. I don't remember which one. And then Eddie Edwards loses to Ace Austin because Ace Austin hits him over the head with the X Division Championship. And then we go backstage, and Ace Austin's like talking to Johnny Swinger, like, "Hey, Alicia's a married man. She's a married woman. She's married to a man. Sorry. Damn, I really screwed that one up. Yeah. Anyway, he basically says Alicia's married. So yeah, and then basically invites Alicia to go to dinner with him next week. And then Alicia's like, "Okay, fine." So Ace Austin's still trying to hit on married women, as like obvious. Then next week we're gonna get Michael Elgin versus Falaba and Moose versus Willie Mack, Ken Shamrock versus Joey Ryan. I honestly expect Ken Shamrock to beat Joey Ryan. And as far as the other matches goes, Michael Elgin will probably beat Falaba again. Moose versus Willie Mack. Moose will probably win. Then we have Brian Cage versus Sami Callihan and your new Impact Wrestling World Champion, Sami Callihan. And I was shocked by this. He won via a pile driver off the top rope, or off the second rope, sorry. Which, honestly, if you pile drive anybody from the second rope and you don't win off it, I'd be surprised. But this is Brian Cage we're talking about, because he did kick out of a couple of pile drivers before, and the Cactus Special, which is same thing, it's pile driver. So then Tessa Blanchard comes out, stares down Sami Callihan. So eventually we will get Tessa versus Sami Callihan for the world title. And if they make Tessa their first female world champion, I'm here for it. So, yeah, that's everything. Let me talk about this Jordan Miles thing real quick. So Jordan Miles was talking about his T-shirt. He saw it on a white background or gray background. He's like, okay, that's good. Like, I approve of that logo on that background. But then they made the logo and put it on a black background, and he was like, yeah, that's racist. Because it is. Because if you remember the sweater that I don't remember what company it was, but some clothing company put out a black sweater with big lips and teeth, So that was racist. So Jordan Miles was right. WWE was racist for that. To say that they don't give black people a chance, other than Kofi winning the WWE Championship and Mark Henry winning the World Championship, what else has there been? Like, as far as black world champions, there hasn't been a lot. There's been black tech champs and black US champs and black IC champs and all that stuff. But yeah. And then for him to come at Jay Lethal, it's like, what are you coming at Jay Lethal for? Yes, ROH did put him over multiple times. What other black guy was over in ROH? Whatever the black guy was world champion for a year in ROH. Nobody. I get it. So it's like, I get why you're mad, but you don't have to come at Jay Lethal just because you're mad at WWE. No, you don't have to come at ROH either. Realistically, you don't. But I'm not like it. I don't disagree with you. What other black guy was on top other than Jay Lethal? Within that time span of him being in ROH, it was just Jay Lethal. Now we have Shane Taylor as television champion, so that's something. So yeah. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the whole Jordan Miles thing, coming from obviously a black perspective. With all these other YouTubers out there, there's not a lot of black YouTubers that I watch, other than Deluxe Man, of course. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on everything. Like I said, I'm gonna edit this video real quick. I'm gonna edit the title. It's still gonna go out. I'm just gonna edit the title. So yeah. Anyways, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys Thursday, probably after Crown Jewel. So I will do a Halloween video. So that video will start with a Happy Halloween to anyone who watches this. So, and if you're watching this after the fact, this video was 32 minutes long. So thanks for the support. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow after Crown Jewel.